Welcome back to Math 171 Pre-Calculus Algebra. In this video, we're going to talk about the end behavior of a polynomial function. But the first thing we do need to talk about is what a polynomial function is. So a polynomial function is a function that can be written in the form f of x is equal to an x to the n plus a n minus 1 x to the n minus 1, and continuing in that form down to plus a1 x plus a0. And the only restriction we put on any of these is, of course, n has to be an integer. As a matter of fact, it has to be a positive integer. The other restriction we have is that we will say that an is not equal to 0. So in order to look at the end behavior of the functions, we're going to apply what's called a leading term test. The first thing you have to make sure of in this is that the polynomial is written in this order. So if you got something like x squared minus x to the 5th, you couldn't go ahead and use x squared as the leading term. You'd actually need to rewrite this so that the highest exponent is the first term, and then continue on from there. What the leading term test allows us to do is we'll take that first term, and there's going to be two things we're going to look at with the leading term. One of them is going to have to do with n, and the other one's going to have to deal with the an. N, we're concerned about whether it's odd or even. And for an, we're concerned about positive or negative. So we could see this if we were to graph something like x cubed. It looks like that. Now we're only concerned about what it's doing at the end. So an odd numbered n with a positive leading coefficient is going to be going down to the left, then up to the right. Now, if that was negative, remember with our transformations, if we multiply something by a negative number on the outside of what we're doing, we flip it upside down. So that's going to result in a function that goes up to the left and down to the right. Likewise, an even function, if I just take the most basic even, or I shouldn't say even function, I should say an even leading term for n, it's going to look something like that. That's y equals x squared. So from that we can see even with a positive leading coefficient is up and up. And then again, negative just turns it upside down. So it's going down on each end. So that will conclude this video. In the next video, we're going to talk about the behavior of a polynomial where we have an x-intercept or a 0.